Good morning, brothers and sisters from the state of Arizona Fraternal Order Police. This is my president's report. We're kind of going to catch up on some Day on the Hill stuff, and then we'll discuss some stuff that's happening this weekend. But I thought I'd give you a good view before I ruin it by shoving my face back into the camera. Just so you're aware, hopefully this video comes across well. I'm shooting it on my phone so that hopefully you get a little bit of a better picture. I was having a real hard time getting my laptop to accept the sunny background and keep me at least somewhat visible. So I decided to do it on my phone. So hopefully that works out all right. San Diego, we're here for our state president's meeting and the national board meeting. State president's meeting is tomorrow morning, and then the national board meeting is Friday and Saturday. I won't be in Saturday's meeting, and I'll explain that at the end of the video. If there is good reason, I promise you. But we will have someone in the seat in case there's a vote or something that the state of Arizona needs to chime in on Saturday. So we will have someone seated in my place. But last week, you'll remember we were in Washington, D.C. It was Day on the Hill, and it was pretty monumentous, if you will. I want to start by saying the biggest event we did, we partnered with the International Association of Firefighters, and FOP and IAFF stood shoulder to shoulder down on the Capitol lawn to host a rally in support of the Social Security Fairness Act. We have 308 co-sponsors in Congress. We're still sitting at 51 co-sponsors in the Senate. So this really was a rallying cry we had probably 500-600 people, police and firefighters, there on the lawn demanding Congress to act on this thing. The time is now. We need to get this to a vote. We need to get this thing passed, and we need to have the government stop taking money out of your pocket. It's as simple as that. That's what they're doing, and it's not okay, and it's time to change it. So hopefully we accomplished that. I will tell you the rally was awesome. We had a couple of Congress representatives come down and talk about the Social Security Fairness Act, and then of course President Yos and the president of IAFF spoke, and then an officer, longtime officer from Texas spoke about the fact that they're taking money literally out of his Social Security check just because he has a pension, as if that's some sort of bad thing to have. So it was a very good rally, and I'm hopeful that it gets that ball across the goal line finally. We've been working on this a long time for your benefit and for ours. I'm there. I'm retired. I don't get Social Security for quite a while yet, but when I do get it, I'd like to get all of it. That's what I was told I was going to get when I paid into it. Not like I had an option back in the day. They just took my money. So I'm hopeful that we can get this across the goal line and we can get this done. And let me point out, I also want to shout out to Brother Thornton, who also came out to Washington, D.C., but especially to Brother Settles and Brother Mercurio, who also joined us at Day on the Hill. It was awesome having their representation there. For those of you who don't know, Brother Settles and Brother Mercurio are both Border Patrol agents. They're active duty Border Patrol agents, and we used that to our advantage when we spoke to our representatives. It was actually, it went really well. It was really cool having them there. And so, brothers, I appreciate you. It was great having you, and hopefully we did you right, and hopefully you had a good time, and hopefully we'll see you again next year. So Day on the Hill started out great. We had that rally, and then the four of us went, and our first meeting was with Senator Mark Kelly. Really, it was an awesome meeting with him. If you remember last year, Senator Mark Kelly was brand new to the Senate. He had not signed on as a co-sponsor of the Social Security Fairness Act. He didn't even know what it was. Brother Thornton and I spent the vast majority of our time with him discussing the Social Security Fairness Act. And by the time we had landed back in Arizona, Senator Kelly had signed on as one of our co-sponsors. So that was fantastic. So I sent him a letter last year thanking him, but it was really nice to get back in front of him face to face and thank him for his support, because we believe it is our number one priority. And it's nice to know that both of our senators are among the 51 that are already signed on as co-sponsors. After that, we went and we met with Congressman Ciscomani. He's a longtime supporter of ours. We're a longtime supporter of his. He is also signed on as a co-sponsor. So really, it was more of a thank you tour. We did cover some other legislative priorities, but it was just really nice to get to be with him and express our, he appreciates us, we appreciate him. That was a really good meeting. And then things took a turn for me personally, not for FOP. This is just me on a personal level. We were headed over to Congressman Stanton's office. Brother Thornton and I were having a discussion, and when we walked into Congressman Stanton's office, my worst fears were realized, and it was not my worst fears, but for Day on the Hill, for that moment, when we walked into that meeting, they had a TV on where my sister, Senator Kyrsten Sinema, had announced that she was not going to run for re-election. I'll be quite honest with you, that basically hit me like a ton of bricks. I was not a happy person that night. And then to make matters worse, our next meeting the next morning was with my sister, Senator Kyrsten Sinema. That was a tough meeting. I am sure the other three guys will be happy to narc me out, so I'll just narc myself out. I tried to thank my sister for her support over the last 20 years, and I couldn't get the words out. I was truly choked up. It was very hard for me to realize that meeting was going to be our very last meeting with her in Washington, D.C. at Day on the Hill. And so, yeah, I took that one rough. I'm not going to lie to you. It was tough. We went to lunch. I was really, really melancholy. I didn't speak much. I was kind of out of it. Just not, wasn't a great day, to be honest with you. I had a hard time getting back into the flow of Day on the Hill because of that. We went and met with Congresswoman Lesko. She's always been 100% on our side. We've been 100% on her side. It was more of a thank you. And again, she's one that's not running for re-election at the U.S. level. She is going to run for Maricopa County Supervisor, so we'll be looking into supporting her for that as well. But again, hers is more of a thank you meeting because she was already signed on to everything. Our last meeting was with Congressman Elijah Crane. This was the first time we'd ever met with him. So we went in there and did the full sales pitch. And really is more of a let's begin a relationship so that we can meet in the future and hopefully accomplish some good things together. We'll see how that relationship pans out. But it's at least a starting point, right? You got to start somewhere with everybody, and then that's kind of where we're at with him. I look forward to continuing to work with him in the future. So that brings me to now, right? Here we are. We're in San Diego. Meeting starts tomorrow. National board meeting starts Friday, and then Saturday. Here's what's going on Saturday. In case you hadn't already seen or heard, or you don't know, I actually am flying out of San Diego Saturday morning so that I can get home in time to pack up all my hockey gear and get down to the Tucson Convention Center, because at 4:30 Saturday afternoon, yours truly, lacing them back up and hitting the ice healthy this year, right? Remember last year I played on a broken leg. This year I'm playing healthy, and we'll be down there. Tucson Police Department versus Tucson Fire Department for our first responders night with the Roadrunners. So our game starts at 4:30. By all means, please come out, support, cheer, make fun of me, talk bad about my hair. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. We'd just love to have you there. We'd love to see you out there and supporting us, both police and fire. Because again, remember we did the rally at Day on the Hill. We're on the same team now, except we're not for hockey. Like we're gonna fight it out. I promise you. So that's what I'm doing Saturday. Please bring the kids. Come on out. It's a great time. If you haven't been to a Roadrunners game and you live anywhere near Tucson, you're really missing out. It is a lot of fun. I've brought several people to games that weren't even hockey fans, and by the time they left there, they were coming back to games several times a year after that. So that's what I'm doing on Saturday. I'll be flying out. Like I said, either Sister Redden or Brother Settles or Brother McCurry. I'm not sure who else is coming today, but once they get here, we'll sit down, we'll discuss it. One of them will sit in my place on Saturday just in case there's a vote or something. We won't know that until later. Maybe tomorrow night I'll find out in the pre-board meeting, but it doesn't matter. Neither here nor there. We will have a body in the seat just in case there's something that needs to be voted on or needs to be decided. So with that, hopefully I will see you on Saturday at the hockey game. If you come, by all means, man, come say hi. I'll be at the Roadrunners game after our hockey game. I might still be a little bit sweaty, but so be it. Have a towel with me. I'll dry off as much as I can, and we'll go from there. But with that, I am going to let you guys go. I am going to beg you all, stay safe, stay FOP strong, and I will see you guys. I'll probably shoot another video at the end of this month, just so I can cover whatever happens tomorrow and Friday. So look forward to talking to you guys again here in just a couple weeks, okay? All right, everybody have a blessed day. Love you guys, and thank you all for your support, and take care.